Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, we meet again during our lessons. Okay, today we are going to focus on Unit 2, Fact or Fiction, with the topic of Cultural Awareness, Festival in Scotland. Okay, as shown in page 24. Okay, before we start, let's recap on what is meant by the cultural awareness ataupun kesedaran kebudayaan. Cultural is kebudayaan, awareness adalah kesedaran. Okay. Someone's cultural awareness is their understanding of the differences between themselves and people from other countries or other backgrounds, especially differences in attitudes and values. Okay, khususnya kepelbagaian dalam sikap, sifat, okay, dan nilai-nilai murni. Okay, kefahaman. Okay, itu dimaksudkan dengan cultural awareness. Okay, kita sambung. It involves the ability and an overarching skill from ourselves in becoming aware of our cultural values, belief and perception. Okay, adalah satu mutual understanding antara satu sama lain dalam memahami kepelbagaian budaya sesebuah negara. Why is cultural awareness important? First, it reduces the chances for making bad decisions, especially when you are traveling to another country. Second, it increases the chance of us making more insightful and considered decisions in which country we are going to visit. And it also provides a safe and supportive, encouraging, inviting and challenging environment for students, especially when they meet a foreign tourist and they start to communicate in English language. Okay. What will you learn from this topic? Okay, in this lesson, students will read about festival in Scotland as shown in activity 1, 2 and 3. And also you are going to talk about a festival in your country as shown in activity 4. And not to forget, together we are going to watch a cultural video about events and festivals held annually in Scotland. Annually bermaksud tahunan. Okay. Factbox. Edinburgh and Glasgow have a lot of festivals. There are film festivals and many kinds of music festivals. But do you know how to pronounce the word Edinburgh correctly? Okay, let's listen together, okay, from this video. That's it. So, the correct pronunciation for Edinburgh is Edinburgh. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look on the first activity. Okay, in Cultural Awareness Festival in Scotland. Okay, you are going to look at the pictures and decide which of the two performances would you like to watch. Okay, is it a man juggling fire stick on a unicycle bike? Ini namanya unicycle bike. Basikal dengan satu roda. Or is it Scottish drama with traditional skirts named kilt? Okay, yang dia pakai ni skirt ni dia ada kait sendiri. Okay, ini adalah pakaian tradisional, okay, untuk masyarakat Scotland, okay, especially men. Okay, so if given opportunity, I would like to choose, men juggling fire stick on a unicycle bike as a performance that I would like to watch during the festival in Scotland, if given chances to visit the country one day. Okay, so activity number 2, we are going to read and listen to the guides. Which famous person was once in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival? Here I'm going to read to you on the article about the festival, and together let's find out which famous person was once in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. What is it? It is the biggest festival of theatre, comedy, music and dance in the world. Every year, there are thousands of different performers from all over the world. Who performs in it? Lots of young actors, comedians, musicians, and dancers. When did it start? In 1947, the same year that the Edinburgh International Festival started. Why was it special? There were rules about who could and couldn't perform at the International Festival. However, at the Fringe Festival, anybody could put on a show. Who has appeared at the festival? Many famous people began their careers at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. For example, Rowan Atkinson, the actor who plays Mr. Bean, appeared in a play there when he was a student of Oxford University. Where does it take place? All over Edinburgh. Performances don't always take place in theatres. However, you can watch them outside on the street, in cafes, and in people's homes. Once there was an event, a show on a moving bus. Once there was even a show on a moving bus. When does it take place? Every August for 3 weeks. How much do tickets cost? Most tickets cost under £10, but many performances are free. What does it offer for young people? Lots. In the 2012 festival, for example, many events were for teenagers. They included a youth circus workshop and a musical comedy performed by American high school pupils. Okay. So, which famous person was once in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival? Yes, it was Rowan Atkinson. He played the character of Mr. Bean. Okay, another fun fact. The Edinburgh Fringe is the world's largest arts festival, and about 2 million tickets are sold for Fringe events every year. There are around 3,000 shows, of which over a third are comedy shows. Okay, so it's kind to entertain people. Next, exercise number 3. Read the guide again. Okay, this you may refer from the textbook. Okay, I'm going to make it fast. Okay, and are the sentences true or false? Correct the false sentences. Here I already gave you the answer. Number 1. The International Festival began after the Fringe Festival. False. The International Festival and the Fringe Festival began in the same year of 1947. You don't need any experience to take part in the Fringe Festival. True. Okay, it's based on the talent and abilities. Number 3. There was a Mr. Bean show at one festival. False. He only appeared in a play at one festival when he was a student at Oxford University. Number 4. Performances are sometimes in strange places. True. Sometimes it's made in house, in cafe, in hotel, or even at the street. Okay. Number 5. The Fringe Festival is not just for adults. True. It's open for everybody, even the youngsters also can perform during the festival. Okay. Cultural comparison. This will be our in-class activity and it will be conducted in next class. Okay. So I will pick up randomly based on the list name, who appeared and who joined the class. Okay, next week. Okay, during our Google Meet session. So the question, think of a festival in your country and answer the questions. Number 1, where is it? Number 2, when is it? Number 3, who takes part in it? Number 4, how much do tickets cost? And again, remember, the festival must take place in our beloved country, that is Malaysia. Okay. So before we end, let's take a look on the word check. Okay, these are the words we have learned during this topic. The first one is festival. Okay, what we say the word of festival in Bahasa Melayu? The same one is as in festival ataupun perayaan. And then perform. Persembah. Performing, mempersembahkan. Performance, persembahan. Put on a show, tunjuk bakat. Okay. Take place, mengambil tempat. Circus, sarkas. And comedy ataupun lawak. Okay. So this is the video that I'm going to share to you, entitled A Guide to Events and Festivals in Scotland. If you find the video is interesting, okay, you may again rewatch it through YouTube. Just type the title here to the search engine and you may find it. Okay, quickly in the YouTube and watch it. Okay, but here I'm going to share it with you. Okay, that's it. Quite interesting facts about a guide to events and festival in Scotland. If you wish to visit the country one day. Okay, so that's all for our lessons today. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and thank you for lending your ears, okay, listening on my teaching video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Till we meet again, don't forget about the activity we are going to do, that is cultural comparison. You can check again in the textbook. If you don't have the textbook, you may open from the anyflip.com. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.